Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. Welcome to Basketball 30. I'm Don Bowles, and of course, this is C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components. Today, special feature. You know, most of the teams we cover here in the area belong to the Southern Hills Athletic Conference. We call it the Shack. And of course, we cover Georgetown, we cover Western Brown, and they've all been visitors or are going to be visitors on our programs here. But joining us today, it's the Adams County Christian School. Adams County Christian School, they compete in a completely different round and group of teams and schools, and we're going to talk to their athletic director / coach. Both boys and girls pros. We'll be talking about them just like we did about the Shack teams and all the others. And sit back, relax. You're going to enjoy this. And don't forget, if this is the first time you join us, tell your neighbors, tell your friends. Let them tune in and enjoy our program. We'll be right back with that after this here on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Southern State Community College celebrates 50 years of educating our community. From humble beginnings, Southern State has evolved to become a cornerstone of accessible education, offering flexible learning that includes a growing number of online classes and fully online programs. Southern State Community College empowers you to succeed quickly with a very affordable tuition rate when compared to many four-year institutions. Call 800-628-7722 or apply online at sscc.edu.
Your plan is ready. It's time to build. At CMT Components, we design and manufacture quality building materials for your custom job. If you need metal panels and trim, trusses, or even a complete pole barn package, we do it all, including delivering right to your job site. To get started, call us at 937-446-3400. You can also check us out online or stop by our office in Sardinia, Ohio to discuss your plans today. Let's get building.
And welcome back again, ladies and gentlemen. It's Basketball 30 here on Good Guys Radio TV and C103. With me this morning, it's the Adams County Christian School. We're talking basketball. And the Adams County Christian School Eagles, to be exact. With us, it's Dan Wilson, the athletic director, girls coach, boys coach. Coach, you're just, a man of all means. You got it all going on, haven't you?
Yes, I do, Don. Yes, I do. It's been busy early this year. Of course, we had volleyball season. We wrapped up a few weeks back, but then now we're strong into the basketball prep work, and then soon to be basketball season with both girls and boys teams this year. So.
Sure. Well, before we get into the basketball, talk a little bit about what all you guys compete in the Christian school. What all sports do you compete
at Adams County Christian School? We compete in the Southern Ohio Christian Conference, or the SOCC. It has 6 schools, counting Adams County, and we compete in girls junior high volleyball, girls varsity volleyball, and then junior high boys basketball, varsity boys basketball, varsity girls basketball, and then varsity junior high girls basketball, as far as the conference itself goes.
Well, and your school is growing. I already know that. We talk off and on, and I know the numbers are up. But you go through the same thing that the small schools around here, the public schools around here. It's difficult putting teams together and have enough numbers, isn't it?
It can be quite a challenge, Don. It really can be. And, different sets of circumstances can happen, of course, that a player may move away or what have you. But we're trying to move forward with our girls team this year. We graduated 5 girl seniors from last year, so that's always a challenge to replace. And I haven't got a chance to work with our girls basketball too much yet, as most of them are volleyball players and just finished up the volleyball season. So.
Well, and to that, let's talk about your volleyball. How'd you do in volleyball this year?
Our volleyball, especially our varsity group of girls, they really came through this year. They played so hard. They learned how to play as a team, especially that second half of the year, because they also had 5 seniors from their team last year that they had to replace.
Right.
And our group played really hard, played some really tough competition against Ross County Christian, Hillsborough Christian, some of those Wilmington Christian. And we went up and competed a few weeks ago, and our varsity team did well. We didn't quite make the task that we were wanting to while winning the tournament, but we competed well. That's the biggest thing. Well, and then our junior high group, there was a lot of players. This was their first year playing, So it was good to kind of get some experience on the court.
Sure.
So
well, it sounds familiar. We go through this with the the Southern Hills Athletic Conference teams. We do it with the other teams. And how tough is it to get the girls and boys? Is it something that they really want to do? They want it to grow, the number of sports you participate in and all that. Is that something that's getting bigger with the Christian school?
Yes, I've had several students ask me recently about our what we would like to do to grow our sports, what sports we would like. And then also with our Southern Ohio Christian Conference, we would like to have them kind of come along with us, and just would kind of make sense if one of us add boys golf, then 3 or 4 of us add boys golf. So those things are definitely in the conversation. Boys volleyball is becoming pretty popular around here. We've definitely discussed that as an option. Golf as an option, cross country as an option. Slash track with that, cross country slash track. So there's definitely been some talks about how to and what, I guess you should say, or I should say what teams or what sports we should add. So.
Sure. All right. Well, let's talk a little more about the Christian school and the level of competition you're in, and some of those additions right after this, if we could. And stay with us, folks. We'll be right back here on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
With all the financial headlines, are you wondering if your retirement savings will last? The market's ups and downs can keep you guessing, especially if you're approaching retirement or considering it. Your Edward Jones financial advisor, Ron Lynch, can help. If you have more questions and answers about what's next, we can work together to help ensure you're prepared for your journey. After all, retirement isn't the end of the trek, it's a new beginning. Stop by our office at 481 Tucker Drive in Maysville. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
C103, 99.5 The Edge, and Good Guys Radio TV are your source for everything local. From Shack basketball
Shot by Osborne, 3 on the buzzer!
wow, to Shack baseball,
Wells is going to drive. He makes it. He's safe.
Western Brown football,
Throws it towards the end zone, and it's complete.
to Shack volleyball,
Hatton for the kill. It's good.
local fairs, festivals, and more.
Ire to the finish line.
Crosses the line to get the victory.
Never miss a moment with C103, 99.5 The Edge, and Good Guys Radio TV.
Welcome back again, ladies and gentlemen. Joining me, Dan Wilson, and he's kind of the jack of all trades at the Adams County Christian School. They're called the Eagles, and when they participate in sports, and Dan is their athletic director as well as their coach for all sports. And Coach, we were talking about adding sports. With a limited population as far as your school population, that's not only the challenge. You get into facility issues, you get into transportation. It's really tough because you guys are kind of starting from scratch on some of these, right?
Oh, exactly. We it becomes a possible issue to overcome with traveling because we try to play Christian schools that are like-minded and kind of Christian schools that view a lot of things like we do.
Sure.
And it can make things a little bit challenging at times,
Sure.
but life's full of challenges, isn't
Yeah.
it? So with our golf, I think that would be, we don't have it yet, but that to me is a reasonable sport to add. Most kids have their own clubs if they're already interested in playing. And you don't have to have a ton of kids. You can have 4 or 5. So I think
Sure.
that's a possibility on the table. And then with boys volleyball, there's already a few of the local Christian schools that have that. So that is definitely a possibility as well.
Well, when you talk about the league, let's get a little more specific. What are the teams in the league? There's 6 of you total, right?
Yes. There is us. There's Hillsboro Christian from Hillsboro. There is Ross County Christian from the Chillicothe area.
Okay.
There is Fayette Christian from Washington Courthouse. There is Wilmington Christian from Wilmington, Ohio. And then us, of course. And then the 6th team is Liberty Bible from around the Mason area. They just joined us about 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
So
Well, and already I can tell for the folks out there that pay attention to local high school sports, that's a tough travel schedule. I mean,
it is.
We have people complain around here just because they have to go, I don't know, across county to the other county or whatever. You're going clear to Mason, up
Yes.
north of Cincinnati, and Wilmington, Washington Courthouse. That's a hike. Does that create issues as well?
yes, it definitely can, because a lot of our parents have to kind of help with transportation and those things. So it definitely can cause some things. So you have to consider all these things when you're considering adding new sports.
Sure.
So there's lots to be considered as well. And then you have, practice facilities. We would be able to practice at this time, at this place. And there's so many odds and ends when you try to add a new sport or new sports.
Sure. Well, and an explanation again to some of the folks, just briefly. Advantage, disadvantage. Again, you don't have a large amount of kids to draw from, but you do have, since you don't yet belong to the Ohio High School Athletic Association, you are a little less restricted. You're allowed to play junior high kids and all that, so that helps a little bit,
yes,
right?
Yes, it does. With our numbers, we can play junior high kids. We had a young man last year that was an 8th grader that dressed both junior high basketball and varsity basketball. And so we can be a little more flexible with that, and just we do follow some general guidelines through the Ohio High School Athletic Association, just some general age guidelines and things. But part of the SOCC, we have written up our own constitution, and especially when it comes to obviously our conference teams, we have a certain set of guidelines that we are establishing because it's still a pretty early conference.
Sure. Well, and I know you use licensed officials, the same one that work for the OHSA and all that stuff. But again, it is a bit different, but still competitive. Now I'll use basketball as an example. How many games do you actually play in a basketball schedule in a year?
It can vary. Last year we played 21 varsity games for the boys, and about 18 or 19 for the girls. There's a few of our schools that we play that may not have enough girls, so they maybe just play volleyball. Their teams do instead of basketball and volleyball. So we play. This year we've got 25 varsity boys games on the schedule, and about 14 JV, and about 14 junior high, and about 14 as well with the junior varsity girls.
Wow.
So,
how do you, as a coach, you talk about keeping you busy? Do you live at the school?
It feels like it sometimes.
They have a bed for you in the gym or whatever?
Yeah, I take a little cat nap here for 15 or 20 minutes and then get back at it sometimes, or a good cup of coffee. That always does good. But we're excited. We love basketball around here, of course, as many people do. So especially as we're about ready to get going here in just a few weeks with actual games and things. So everybody's starting to get pretty excited. So,
all right. Well, we're going to take another break. Enjoyable conversation here with Coach Dan Wilson. We'll be back and continue with that. And don't forget, we got the guys in the wings. We're going to have them out here in a few minutes. We're going to meet the seniors from his basketball team. But first this, here on Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components and C103.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
Your plan is ready. It's time to build. At CMT Components, we design and manufacture quality building materials for your custom job. If you need metal panels and trim, trusses, or even a complete pole barn package, we do it all, including delivering right to your job site. To get started, call us at 937-446-3400. You can also check us out online or stop by our office in Sardinia, Ohio to discuss your plans today. Let's get building.
With all the financial headlines, are you wondering if your retirement savings will last? The market's ups and downs can keep you guessing, especially if you're approaching retirement or considering it. Your Edward Jones financial advisor, Ron Lynch, can help. If you have more questions and answers about what's next, we can work together to help ensure you're prepared for your journey. After all, retirement isn't the end of the trek, it's a new beginning. Stop by our office at 481 Tucker Drive in Maysville. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
We could make a big, loud, expensive promo to talk about our high school sports coverage. Instead, we'll let our coverage speak for itself.
Plenty of time for a catch and release, and oh, he drains it!
Right side, he pulls up for the three, he hits.
We're sitting on pins and needles, and it is good.
Cherry picking on a hit, she goes.
With the tomahawk finish.
Goes up,
Two-hand monster dunk. Your home for Shaq Sports, C103, and Good Guys Radio TV.
We come back, ladies and gentlemen, Basketball 30. Hope you're enjoying it. If you're just joining us, don't forget you can go to our easy for me to say, Facebook page, our YouTube channel, and goodguysradiotv.com. You can watch this broadcast over and over and over again if you want, and you can go back and pick up the beginning of Coach Wilson and I's conversation here, and better yet, you can share it with your friends, neighbors, and whoever. They can go watch it as well. Just check it out on those outlets. Coach Wilson joins me. Coach is the athletic director, basketball coach, volleyball coach. I think he cooks the meals and cleans the gym, but Coach, let's talk girls basketball now. Struggles this year. You graduated 5 seniors last year. Struggles this year with numbers. Going to have difficulty again. How many total kids attend? I guess maybe we should do that. Total kids attend Adams County Christian School. It's about, 130 something?
Yes, right at 130. We have, and that's K through 12. So
Okay.
that's counting our youngest kids as well. So
Right. Okay, and that's a good point. When we, most of the schools we talk numbers just in high school. You're
Right.
talking kindergarten and all. So it must be a stretch. Must be every girl in the school pretty much. The high school participates, right? Because you have cheerleading and they all participate in a lot of things.
they are very busy. They've got. We seem to have a few more boys participate in things, but we also have a lot of girls. Now this year with girls, our numbers were a little down compared to last year, but that's going to happen when you're a small school and graduate 5 seniors,
Sure.
Like we did last year with our girls program.
Sure.
So.
Well, let's talk about your girls team this year. I know, again, folks, and I knew this in our show prep here, that you're going to be challenged in fielding a girls varsity team, but I like how you're addressing it, because some people could go out and throw the kids to the wolves, so to speak, and have them play varsity. If they're not ready, I like what you're doing. Explain what you're going to do with the girls.
Yes, instead of having a girls varsity team like we were hoping to this year, with numbers and then the ages of those players, I felt it was best in our players' interest for girls basketball to have more of a JV team. So we'll be playing Christian schools JV teams instead of their varsity teams this year. I think it'll help us a lot. We have several younger players. I think this will be a good step forward to get them ready for the varsity level next year.
Well, especially when you look at last year, because you had a pretty nice girls basketball team last year. What did they end up with a record last year? Do you remember?
Not off the top of my head. I do know that they were had a lot of close games too with last year as well.
Sure.
And then there was some games, just like any of us, it's we can struggle for the shots to go
Sure,
down. We've
there
all
you go.
been guilty
There you
of
go.
that, but that's okay. It happens on boys and girls basketball, of course.
Well, I think it's interesting that you're starting with JV because the last thing you want to do is go out and put the kids out there and have them fail, right?
Right. I think JV is a good step in the right direction. We have we only have one junior. We have no seniors, of course. We have one junior. We have 2 sophomores. I believe there's 4 freshmen and 2 8th graders, 1 7th grader, and 1 6th grader.
Okay, so do you think you're on track to have a varsity team next year, though?
I'm pretty confident. If I had to say, that's kind of what this is for, is to get most of these, or to get these girls ready for that next year of competition. And with only one junior, even that junior, obviously, we know can be back as a senior, of course. However, though, it's just, I really feel like this core will stay, and they'll commit, and they'll work really hard together and really good together. But there's a lot of them that don't have a lot of experience. There's only, I believe, 4 players that got in at all last year for varsity, at the varsity level. So we do have to, think about that. And I was thinking, well, how can we help our players develop and grow on the basketball court? And so that's why I believe that the junior varsity program was the right direction.
Well, let's specific to girls basketball. Let's talk a little more about the Southern Ohio Christian Conference. Who's the powerhouse? Is there a powerhouse that year after year after year wins in the league in girls basketball?
Well, there's several teams that of our SOCC that have really good competitive teams. Fayette Christian has a really good competitive girls baskall team.
And that's the one in Wilmington, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
No, excuse me. Washington Courthouse.
Okay.
Apologize. And then I would say Ross County Christian's always quite tough in their athletics. And then even Wilmington Christian, they're pretty young on their sports, but where they're located up there in the Wilmington area, their school's really grown the last 3 or 4 years. And then our rival up at Hillsboro Christian, they always are competitive too. So there could be an argument for almost every team.
And I guess it's worth talking about. Sounds like you're the smallest market team. I mean, you talk about Wilmington and Fayette County up in Washington Courthouse. You're talking about Mason. We're talking about lots of people they can draw from, and that's got to make a difference. Tiny little Adams County Christian School competing with those. That's got to be daunting a little bit, isn't it?
It is. That's why I like to coach players that have a no-quit attitude. You play for me, there's quitting's not an option. I don't care what the score says, and we keep going. Sure. And I tell them, you leave the results up to God, but the effort's up to you. So that's what we do. So
somebody write that down. That's a pretty good line. But your girls, what's going to be their strength this year, you think?
I think just unselfish basketball.
Okay.
I think that this group can really play well together once we get going. We're probably going to have there's going to be some bumps in the road, just like there is with every team every year, right?
Sure.
But this team, I think they can play well together. I think our defense is going to be something that we're going to definitely be really excited about. Just like any year, though, when you go from year to year, and especially when you graduate a lot of the players that used to be your scorers, you're going to have some girls step up and things. So, but we know that they're up to the challenge, but I'm really excited about our defense. I think with our athleticism, and our the girls that we have, we can definitely make some fuss on defense. And I'm a believer that good defense leads to good offense. So that's what I believe for our junior varsity girls. So
okay, well, we'll take another final break before we have the guys come in, and we'll come back and finish things up with girls. But stay with us because we still have the guys, the seniors, and five seniors in the boys team. A little different than what we're talking about the girls situation at the Adams County Christian School. The Adams County Christian School Eagles right after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Southern State Community College celebrates 50 years of educating our community. From humble beginnings, Southern State has evolved to become a cornerstone of accessible education, offering flexible learning that includes a growing number of online classes and fully online programs. Southern State Community College empowers you to succeed quickly with a very affordable tuition rate when compared to many four-year institutions. Call 800-628-7722 or apply online at sscc.edu.
Your plan is ready. It's time to build. At CMT Components, we design and manufacture quality building materials for your custom job. If you need metal panels and trim, trusses, or even a complete pole barn package, we do it all, including delivering right to your job site. To get started, call us at 937-446-3400. You can also check us out online or stop by our office in Sardinia, Ohio to discuss your plans today. Let's get building.
With all the financial headlines, are you wondering if your retirement savings will last? The market's ups and downs can keep you guessing, especially if you're approaching retirement or considering it. Your Edward Jones financial advisor, Ron Lynch, can help. If you have more questions than answers about what's next, we can work together to help ensure you're prepared for your journey. After all, retirement isn't the end of the trek, it's a new beginning. Stop by our office at 481 Tucker Drive in Maysville. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
What's one of our shows that our listeners love the most?
Yeah, I got a couple things here to sell today.
That's right. It's the Trash and Treasure Trading Post on C103, weekdays starting at 12:30 p.m.
Oh, yes, I'm a private collector.
Get your items on the air by calling 937-544-9722. You can also try out the mailbag items. It's $2 a day, $5 for 3 days. Mail your listings to P.O. Box 103, West Union, Ohio, 45693.
Got a lot of other miscellaneous, too.
And we'll help you turn your trash into treasure.
We come back and we continue our conversation with Coach Dan Wilson with the Adams County Christian School here on Basketball 30. And Coach, when we talk about you said you like to run defense, you like you score off of defense. choice thing that we'll see them running this year? You're going to run a lot of zone? You're going to run a lot of man-to-man? What are you going to do?
When it comes to defense, it's definitely going to be a lot of zone. I think on some teams we will match up real well man-to-man, and we'll obviously do that a lot of times too. But I do like a 2-3 zone. I like that. I think that can cause some problems, especially if your opponent does not shoot that well from outside. And you really pack in the zone. I think that can cause some issues for your opponent.
Sure.
And, of course, on defense, that's what we want to do. We want to cause issues for the opponent that benefit us. So,
well, let's talk to the fans and hopefully even people that aren't fans of the Christian school. Tell them a reason to come out and watch the girls this year.
They are going to be an exciting group. They're young. They are going to be, I think they're very coachable and very teachable, this group is. And they've got a lot of energy. They got a lot of effort. And I think their defense is going to be exciting to watch because it's going to turn into our offense.
Is the crowd, do you do pretty well drawing crowds to the games?
Yes, we do. Our gym holds roughly 400 people, our gym does. And there's many games last year where it was quite packed. There was special seats set up in areas just to make sure we could accommodate as much as we could. So.
Well, we might mention that this year, again, as we did last year, we'll be featuring a Saturday doubleheader where we will you'll get to watch Good Guys Radio TV and as well as on C103 or 99.5 The Edge. You'll be able to watch the Christian school, both the girls and the boys, and the kids like people to come out and
absolutely
and attend the games, but they kind of like being watched on TV too, don't they?
Oh, they do. I've had several of them last year say, "Hey, did you see us on TV? I rewatched it a couple times, so that was awesome. Great experience for the kids."
All right. Well, let's talk. I'll tell you what, we got some great guys waiting for us. Let's take another break. We're going to kind of reset our stage here just a little bit. We'll have the boys join us right after this here on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
Your plan is ready. It's time to build. At CMT Components, we design and manufacture quality building materials for your custom job. If you need metal panels and trim, trusses, or even a complete pole barn package, we do it all, including delivering right to your job site. To get started, call us at 937-446-3400. You can also check us out online or stop by our office in Sardinia, Ohio to discuss your plans today. Let's get building.
With all the financial headlines, are you wondering if your retirement savings will last? The market's ups and downs can keep you guessing, especially if you're approaching retirement or considering it. Your Edward Jones financial advisor, Ron Lynch, can help. If you have more questions than answers about what's next, we can work together to help ensure you're prepared for your journey. After all, retirement isn't the end of the trek, it's a new beginning. Stop by our office at 481 Tucker Drive in Maysville. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
C103, 99.5 The Edge, and Good Guys Radio TV are your source for everything local. From Shack basketball
Shot by Osborne, 3 on the buzzer! Wow!
To Shack baseball.
Wells is going to try. He makes it. He's safe.
Western Brown football.
Throws it towards the end zone, and it's complete.
To Shack volleyball.
Hatton for the kill. It's good.
Local fairs, festivals, and more.
Ire to the finish line.
Crosses the line to get the victory.
Never miss a moment with C103, 99.5 The Edge, and Good Guys Radio TV.
We come back again to the Adams County Christian School, the Adams County Christian School Eagles joining us. It's the seniors for the boys basketball team as we get ready for the season. It's fun to talk to these kids, especially a little different because most of the teams we interview are from the Southern Hills Athletic Conference, or, of course, we talk to Western Brown and Georgetown as well. But a little different group of kids, a little different competition. Coach, real quickly, let's talk about last year's team. What's the difference in last year's team versus this year?
Last year I was new to the Christian school and new to coaching these boys. So last year was a lot about laying the groundwork on what my expectations were and what style of play that I prefer to play, setting the groundwork. This year, this group most of them are back from last year. We have 12 of the 14 kids have returned. So that really helps out when you really don't have to spend a lot of time laying the groundwork. You can just get going.
Sure.
And last year's group, these guys played last year, of course, all of them did, and were all key components to our success last year.
The two you lost, did you lose a lot of scoring?
No,
what'd you lose?
We did lose a little bit of senior leadership as far as just quality of guys that are there in your locker room, so to speak, and just hardworking guys that will just put everything on the line.
Right, and one thing we haven't touched on, let's describe to people and assume that we have people out in the market that don't know. Tell them where the Christian school is and your facility, where they can go to watch the basketball games.
Sure. We are located at 187 Willow Drive, and that's in West Union. It's basically straight across from the Frisch's restaurant. You go back that lane there.
It's a little hidden, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a little bit hidden. You drive back that lane next to the complex that Save-A-Lot is in there, and drive back that lane, and we're in the back there. And we have one building that's just our school system, or our school building itself for the educational classes, and then our second building on campus is our gymnasium.
Sure. Okay. Now, when we talk about last year versus this year, last year's team, you're not going to change a lot of systems as to defense or makeup or what you do or don't do?
We're going to change a few things, but you're right, not a whole lot. We're 17-4 last year.
Wow, that's pretty good stuff.
Yes, we were runners-up in the SOCC conference tournament, so that was big for us. And so a lot of our style will be the same. We are emphasizing defense even more this year. We obviously did last year some, but we're taking that to a new level with a few different kinds of defenses that fans will see this year when they come out.
Okay, and when we talk about the teams last year, who won the league last year?
It was Ross County Christian won the SOCC conference tournament. So.
How were they better last year than your team was?
They play a really quick style, which we play pretty quick, but they really push the ball up, and they cause pressure a lot on our ball handlers. And our ball handlers did really well. It's just when you have a school that is as large as Ross County, they're really deep. They had 15 guys, and basically all 15 of them play, and they just keep them coming in and out.
Sure.
And that can be a little challenging to overcome. But Ross County Christian won the championship last year for our conference. So.
Okay. Well, we'll take another break. We're going to be back, and we'll meet these seniors. But first this, here on Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components and C103.
Southern State Community College celebrates 50 years of educating our community. From humble beginnings, Southern State has evolved to become a cornerstone of accessible education, offering flexible learning that includes a growing number of online classes and fully online programs. Southern State Community College empowers you to succeed quickly with a very affordable tuition rate when compared to many four-year institutions. Call 800-628-7722 or apply online at sscc.edu.
Your plan is ready. It's time to build. At CMT Components, we design and manufacture quality building materials for your custom job. If you need metal panels and trim, trusses, or even a complete pole barn package, we do it all, including delivering right to your job site. To get started, call us at 937-446-3400. You can also check us out online or stop by our office in Sardinia, Ohio to discuss your plans today. Let's get building.
Welcome back again. It's Basketball 30 with me, Adams County Christian School Eagles. We're going to talk to the seniors now. We're going to get down to the nitty-gritty. With us, Charlie Brewer, Jed Shivner, Josh Stevens, Clayton Clark, and Peyton Kennedy, all seniors ready to play basketball. Charlie, are you excited?
Yes, sir. I'm ready for the season.
Why? What are you looking forward to?
I love the sport and just love to play it, and you can really just learn your teamwork, and just helps you out in life.
Sure. Now, when we talk about the team, what's your position? What position you play on the team?
I play the center position.
Okay. Is that within the SOCC? Is that a tough spot? Is that where the teams are known to be really good, or is it more guard oriented, or what do you think?
I feel like there's just a lot, just both. There's a lot of versatility there.
Sure. All right, Jed, let's talk about your team. Describe why you were successful last year. Why do you think the team, you won 17 games, runner up in the conference championship. What made you guys so good last year?
I think it's pretty much our chemistry. We've been playing together for a few years now, so I feel like all the boys get along pretty well, and we know each other, and I think that works good as our scheme.
Right. Okay. And Josh, talent-wise, I assume you watch some sports on TV or whatever. What do you think about your team? How's the talent?
I feel like we got some good shooters, and our defense is pretty good.
Now, when we talk about shooters, we talking about transition basketball on the inside. Are they three shooters? What are you talking about?
We mainly got some three shooters, and if we need to, we can pass the ball in, pass it out, get open three.
Sure. Okay. Well, Clayton, Charlie's pretty good size. Does he do a good job in the post?
Yeah, he does a pretty good job.
Yeah. What is it all about his size or is it skill? Which one is it? Or both?
He's kind of hard to get around. I mean, tall and pretty wide. Joking.
Now is it tough for you to get around or tough for him for the opponents to get around?
I feel for at least when you watch him play, you'll see him and they'll try to dribble around him.
Sure.
And if somebody's on their help side, it's pretty hard to score.
Now, in practice, do you ever get to play against him?
Yeah, sometimes.
Is it you thinking, not again, or are you thinking, yeah? Which way? How do you approach that?
I feel like I pass the ball like a lot more than driving in the paint.
Sure. What's the position you like to play best on the team?
Like power forward.
Okay. All right. Peyton, let's talk about your position. What part of the team? What do you contribute to the team?
I do a lot of facilitating. Me and Gage Wilson do. We're trying to always get people the open shot or the open look, and we try to set screens and stuff like that and cut back door. We do that a lot, and if need be, we'll drive it in and shoot a layup if we have to.
Sure. So are you considered to be a guard or a forward, or what do you think of yourself as?
I play a little bit of both. I play strong forward and power forward.
Right. Okay. Now, Charlie, when you hear him talking about your size and do you dominate in the post?
I mean, yeah, I try my best to.
Now, when we talk about that, you like in the post, there's a little banging and shoving and pushing. You like that?
Yeah, that's my favorite part. It's my favorite when people drive in and they hit me and they just stop.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
So, are you popular with the other teams then?
I've heard them. They say, watch out whenever they start driving in and see me standing there.
Good stuff. All right. Jed, when we talk about your ball club, we talked about everybody's position on the team and whatever. What do you think the reputation for your team is? Are you known as this fast transition basketball team, or what do you think the other teams say about you guys?
I feel like we're pretty strong with like our guards, and which we can transition pretty fast, but we can also bring the ball down and set up a couple plays and get a good shot going, or just move the ball in general.
Sure. All right. Well, let's take a quick break. We'll be back. We're going to talk to these seniors and the coach a little bit more. But first this, here on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
With all the financial headlines, are you wondering if your retirement savings will last? The market's ups and downs can keep you guessing, especially if you're approaching retirement or considering it. Your Edward Jones financial advisor, Ron Lynch, can help. If you have more questions than answers about what's next, we can work together to help ensure you're prepared for your journey. After all, retirement isn't the end of the trek, it's a new beginning. Stop by our office at 481 Tucker Drive in Maysville. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
We could make a big, loud, expensive promo to talk about our high school sports coverage. Instead, we'll let our coverage speak for itself.
Plenty of time for a catch and release, and he drains it!
Right side, he pulls up for the three, he hits.
We're sitting on pins and needles, and it is good.
Cherry picking out a hit, she goes.
With the tomahawk finish.
Goes up, two-hand monster dunk.
Your home for Shack Sports, C103 and Good Guys Radio TV.
Once again, it's the Adams County Christian School here on Basketball 30. Peyton, is this a fun team to play with?
Oh, yeah. We have when we get the ball moving, we do really well in transition, like passing, cutting, stuff like that, and we're always looking for the open shot, stuff like that.
Well, and Coach and I talked earlier, folks that just joined us talked earlier, the eligibility to play and those kind of things. You're homeschooled, which means you don't spend the day with your teammates in school. Does that make it more challenging at all?
No, it doesn't really make it challenging because I've known a lot of these guys for a really long time. I've known Jed since probably 2nd grade, so I've known all these, and the rest of them I've known since probably about 5th grade, so we've been hanging out for a long time.
Okay, Clayton, I hear you're the guy that keeps everybody happy and smiling. What's your forte? Do you tell good jokes? Do you or you play pranks, or what do the guys think about you?
I like to be very observant, like observe things about certain people, and then I'll kind of like bring it up in like a way of saying, "Oh, that's probably what he would do," or just like something that's easy to think about.
Now, are you the one who gave Charlie the nickname Lady Killer, or was that left up to you?
No, I didn't give him that nickname.
Who's guilty with that one? Who's the one that did that? I think it was probably Jed, wasn't it? Now, Jed, are you going to pay for this later at practice for nicknaming Charlie? He's a pretty good sized guy. Of course, you're not a little kid either, but
I might, maybe.
Charlie, what do you think about it? Does it make you smile or what?
I just think it's funny.
Okay, there you go. Josh, what when we talk about Clayton being the class clown, whatever, what makes him so funny? What makes?
I don't know. It's just the way he likes to say stuff, and he won't stop annoying you till you laugh at it.
Well, that could become annoying.
Yes, it can. But
so is he? I don't know. Baden, is he funny or is he annoying? Which is it?
All of the above.
There we go. All right. When we talk about Jed, favorite part of off the floor with the team. Forget the basketball. Forget the practice for now. What's a favorite team about these guys? The favorite about these guys?
I don't know. Probably when we all get together, we all usually go out to eat or find something fun activity to do, or just play ball, a little pickup or something. That's always fun to get to hang out with these guys and laugh and talk.
So you guys socialize a lot off the floor?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, Charlie, besides the lady killer reputation, you keep smiling. He must like this. But what's your favorite thing about the Christian school? What do you like about the Christian school?
I like it because you're around like-minded believers, and you just really grow your faith, and just teach you how to faith like Noah, and just
sure. All right, Coach, what do you think about what we're talking about? What do you think about these kids?
Oh, they're a great group of guys. They're always fun to be around, and they work really hard for me. And I have to, give them credit when credit is due. They definitely have worked hard for me this year, and or last year, and then as we get started for this year, of course, really looking forward to what we can do on the court. But they're great guys off the court. So.
Okay, Peyton. Obviously, you only lost 2 seniors last year, and everybody's back this year. On a scale, let's say last year was at, 50%, just for a margin thing. What percentage will your team be at this year? How much improved is it going to be?
How much improved? I would say we're pretty much right back where we were. The guys we did lose, though, they definitely helped with the motivation, stuff like that, the morale, and we lost a really good rebounder. And but I think we could still be just as good as last year, if not better.
Sure. All right, Clayton, when we talk about last year versus this year, when you heard Peyton talking there about morale and the like, this team skill level, is it going to be better?
I think I think it's going to be a lot better because some of the younger guys that we have, they've really stepped it up. I think they actually really tried this summer, and I think our skills are going to be a lot better.
Well, Josh, we talked about Charlie being a pretty good sized guy and all this other stuff. Have any of the guys grown? Surprising, because it's interesting to me. Sometimes I'll see it. I won't see you until the next basketball season, and suddenly go, "Where'd that come from?" Anybody on the team that's really gained some size?
Well, to me, I'm a small guy, so everybody's bigger than I am. So yeah, I think a little. They've grown a little bit.
Yeah,
not too much.
Well, as far as size, now do they pick on you, or you're
Oh
pretty
yeah,
cool?
they pick on me all the time.
Okay, so you're not small and quick. You're just small, right?
I'm just small.
You need to work on that getting away from them thing. You might think about that. Charlie, do you pick on all the guys because you're bigger?
I try to.
Yeah,
It's
there you
pretty fun.
go. All right. Going forward, though, basketball, how much a part of, your future, if you don't go to the NBA or college or whatever, how much of your future is going to be this camaraderie and this basketball team here with the Adams County Christian School?
I plan to stick around and still socialize and have fun, but I would like to play college basketball if that's in God's plan for me.
Sure. All right. Jed, when I'm talking about the Christian school, most of the people that watch Good Guys and listen to our radio station here talk about the Southern Hills Athletic Conference. Compare what your team plays with, the quality, versus the other teams, in the area or whatever. Where do you think you're at?
I'd say we're pretty much on about the same level as some of these rounding schools. I think we're pretty competitive with all the boys we got, and pretty much, yeah, I'd probably say we're about the same speed.
Sure.
We could compete with any.
All right, well, Coach, we'll take one more break. We're going to come back and wrap it up, and we're going to talk to expectations and the like with this Christian School Eagles team. But first this, here on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
Your plan is ready. It's time to build. At CMT Components, we design and manufacture quality building materials for your custom job. If you need metal panels and trim, trusses, or even a complete pole barn package, we do it all, including delivering right to your job site. To get started, call us at 937-446-3400. You can also check us out online or stop by our office in Sardinia, Ohio to discuss your plans today. Let's get building.
With all the financial headlines, are you wondering if your retirement savings will last? The market's ups and downs can keep you guessing, especially if you're approaching retirement or considering it. Your Edward Jones financial advisor, Ron Lynch, can help. If you have more questions than answers about what's next, we can work together to help ensure you're prepared for your journey. After all, retirement isn't the end of the trek, it's a new beginning. Stop by our office at 481 Tucker Drive in Maysville. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
What's one of our shows that our listeners love the most?
Yeah, I got a couple things here to sell today.
That's right. It's the Trash and Treasure Trading Post on C103 weekdays starting at 12:30 p.m.
Oh yes, I'm a private collector.
Get your items on the air by calling 937-544-9722. You can also try out the mailbag items. It's $2 a day, $5 for 3 days. Mail your listings to P.O. Box 103, West Union, Ohio 45693.
Got a lot of other miscellaneous too.
And we'll help you turn your trash into treasure.
Welcome back again, ladies and gentlemen, as we begin to wrap things up here on Good Guys Radio TV. Once again, if you just joined us or maybe you missed the first half of our program here or whatever, we'd certainly invite you to visit our first Facebook page, our YouTube channel, or goodguysradiotv.com and take a look at these what we talked about here in the first portion of our show. Or then again, if you'd just like to go back and watch it again, or maybe your friends and neighbors would like to, please share them and tell them all about it, because we're talking high school basketball here. Been picking on the guys a little bit, but Charlie, you won 17 games last year. Charlie Brewer, how many games you going to win this year?
All of them.
All of them. Yeah, I see everybody nod their heads. Josh, you agree with that?
Yeah, I agree with that.
This is interesting. Clayton?
I have pretty good beliefs in that.
All right, Peyton?
Lord willing.
There you go. All right, Jed?
Yes, sir.
All of them. Okay, what about, who did we say it was that won it last year? Ross? Was it Ross Christian? What about them? They're going to be in the way.
Yep.
We're coming for them.
You think, do what?
We're coming for them.
Okay. Who will be better this year? You know, you kind of know the makeup from the teams last year. Peyton, you commented. Who's going to be the toughest win this year?
It would either be Summit Christian or Ross County Christian because they got a lot of size and speed, and the main thing is their game is fast for Ross, and some of them like the 3-ball, but probably worse than that is they like to penetrate. So we're just going to have to crack down on the defense in the middle, and their press is really good too. So we're going to have to work on ball handling and great passes too.
Clayton, as a league, is the league going to be better this year across the board? Is it going to be more competitive, or do you think it'll be a softer run this year?
I think it'll probably be more competitive. I mean, some of these teams have played a few years now with the same guys. So just having that chemistry and knowing what other teams have on their team is probably going to be more competitive.
Josh, you buy into this winning all the games?
Oh, yeah, I buy into it all.
There you go. All right, just a final thing as we wrap things up. Charlie, you've graduated. You've moved on. Your bucket list. Is that championship going to be one of the big pieces in that bucket list?
Yes, sir. That is.
All right. Coach, second year. Is he let's talk just real briefly. Jed, is he a tough coach, easy coach? What do you think?
I feel Coach is a pretty tough on us sometimes, but he shows us right and correct us when we're wrong, and I feel like he's pretty motivational with us, and I feel like we did pretty good.
Okay, Clayton, you agree with this on the coaching thing? The coach is a big part of your wins?
Yeah, it's a pretty big part. See when guys are getting tired or they're not hot or they're not hitting shots, to get somebody else in there and to know, like, watch them during practice to see if, maybe I'll play him a little bit more because I think he'll play better against this certain team. And I think coaching is a lot of that and a lot of motivational stuff.
All right. Coach Wilson, that's pretty complimentary, the way your team's talking about it. Your expectations for the team this year, what do you think is going to be?
I expect excellence is what I expect. Not perfection, because we're all going to mess up, right? But I expect excellence from this group and from any group I coach. What that means to me is you go for every win. I mean, we want to win every win. We believe we can play. We want to win every game. We believe we can win every game. That's why you compete. You go out to win. There's going to be a lot of obstacles in our way, but we feel like we're better prepared this year, not only for that conference championship, but to maybe even have a possible run in a state tournament or something like that possible.
Okay, well, and I have to assume that for the guys on the team, especially the seniors and you, as this being your second year, this has to be a better start for your season than next year, right?
Yeah, we've got
than last year. Excuse me.
With having this group back and the majority of them back, it's really going to help as we lay the groundwork. You don't have to spend as much time on what you expect. They just know from a coaching standpoint what you expect of them because they've played for you before. So,
Charlie, you guys more comfortable starting the season this year than last?
Yeah, a lot more comfortable.
Is it exciting?
Yeah, I'm super excited.
All right. Well, we're going to end it on that, guys. We certainly appreciate you being here. It's been a pleasure having you here on Good Guys Radio TV. Looking forward to seeing you, and good luck.
Thank you.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, the Adams County Christian School Eagles with their coach, Dan Wilson, and I'm Don Bowles. And we hope you've enjoyed watching our show as here on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV presented by CMT Components.
Thank you for tuning in. Rewatch this video and many more on demand at goodguysradiotv.com.